We have met here today, and we have the Cabinet Secretary for Interior visiting us, basically to discuss security. And you know that you can realize this matter is very serious by the fact that we have chiefs from all over the region. The last time chiefs met in the headquarters of the region was in 1985, when the district focus for rural development was being introduced and the people were being sensitized. So you realize the sensitivity and the seriousness of this matter by the fact that all chiefs were summoned here, and it's a follow-up to the regional consultations, leadership and stakeholder consultations we have had for the last few weeks, and we are discussing on how to counter Al-Shabaab. It has become a nuisance, it has become a threat to our way of life, it has become a threat to the delivery of social services. It has become a threat to our development. And we have all united together, from national government to county government to chiefs, sub-county administrators, members of parliament, governors, the cabinet secretary, and the whole government, to ensure that we counter this menace and we return life to normal. So thank you for the coverage, and we hope that united we will be.
Al-Shabaab is changing tact and it's getting very dynamic by the day, and so is the requirement for us at all levels of leadership as a country to be able to change tact and plan together and synergize in order to make sure that we're able to deal with this challenge at hand. The government has upscaled its attention to dealing with the problem. So is the leadership within Northern Kenya. About 10 days ago we met and we agreed that we are going to meet, all the 3 counties will be meeting to discuss on strategies of, through synergy, that the approaches that we are going to do. And proposals have been drawn from the 3 counties. Next week we are meeting to do one joint proposal for the entire region in partnership with the Ministry of Interior. And we are committed to work together as a country, as a nation, to deal with the challenges at hand without looking at this level of government or that level of government, in order to make sure that collectively we deal with the challenge at hand. We've given our commitment to Ministry of Interior in terms of county governments, whatever resources that will be in the hands of the county government, to also complement the challenges that we have without infringing the responsibility of managing security at the level that is required. But we are willing and committed to complement the efforts as required. Thank you very much.
First of all, on my own behalf and on behalf of my colleagues with whom we came from Nairobi, the Inspector General of Police, the Deputy Inspector General, the GSU Commandant, the Secretary Internal Security and the Secretary National Administration, and a host of other colleagues we came with here. We've had a very successful day, and to start, I need to say this. You heard His Excellency the President last week when he addressed the nation at the end of the annual security review and planning meeting in Mombasa. The President instructed that he wants us to have a total overhaul and a radical review of the way in which we are deploying and working on security in the northern eastern region of the country. And following the President's directive, we were instructed to come to the ground, the team from headquarters, to begin working with our colleagues on the ground to move this forward. We've had a very successful meeting, first of all, with the governors here. The governor of Wajir was represented by his deputy. And I want to thank the elected leaders of this region. The leadership meeting that took place here last week, led by Senator Yusuf Haji and the others, was very useful, because some of the information we got from them and some of the notes we now have are the basis upon which we've started some of the work that we are doing. And we have had a very fruitful discussion with the governors this morning on how to build a very seamless synergy between the county and national government in terms of providing security here. It's true that we have called all the chiefs and assistant chiefs from the entire of the northeastern region, and we've had discussions with them on some critical issues that need to be addressed. I won't go through all of them because, for obvious reasons, many of them are detailed security matters that I will not need to talk about. but we've agreed on deployment, how we're going to move additional resources to this region to provide security. We have agreed on information sharing, on how intelligence gathering is going to be done, and now we will share information all around from the lowest level of the assistant chief all the way to the county commissioners. We have agreed that we will be more forthcoming as national government administration with the chiefs and assistant chiefs holding regular meetings. We are going to reactivate the peace committees and the Nyumba Kumi structure so that we're able to get information in real time as we work with the others in this matter. I am so grateful. I can't thank the governors enough because they're very proactive, and already through their own systems they are activating community outreach programs and working with the locals in sensitizing them. Listening to the governors speak to the chiefs here this morning, I'm very happy actually, because they have explained in detail how the challenge of Al-Shabaab is a common problem to all of us, and how we in the northeastern part of the country pay probably the highest price. It's not even those who come from other parts of the country, it's those who come from this part of the country who pay the highest price. So against the propaganda that is being spewed by Al-Shabaab, that when they have had the people who come from other parts of the country, they have helped this region. They haven't. They have had this region even more, as it were. We will do more, and then I take this opportunity to pledge to my brothers, the governors, and the county government, and the elected leaders from this region, and everyone, that we will do our bit. We will do our work. We will be more proactive. We follow the President's directive of holding meetings here, not in Nairobi, and coming here on a quarterly basis to track the metrics that we have drawn today on the things we are going to do, so that we track them in real time, the heads of the agencies and ourselves from Harambee House, to be sure that the actions that we have been instructed to implement are actually being implemented as we move forward.